Hi, my name is Nate Foley. I'm here to talk to you about STEAM. We all know what STEM is. Everybody's familiar with STEM here. I want to talk about incorporating the arts into that process, why that's important, and why we should do it. Tim hit on it, Dr. Brown hit on it, and I definitely want to continue that conversation. There are essentially three reasons why we should be using the arts. The first, the arts are fun, and fun is good. The second, the arts are universal. I'll explain this. And the third, the arts work. The arts are fun. We know that you will exponentially remember something that you enjoyed. If your classroom is boring and dry, people are less likely to remember the content of the classroom because they don't care about the context that they receive the content in. So you want to make sure that you're having fun, you're having a good time. I want students to leave my class, go to lunch, and talk about what they were doing. Take a look at this slide. I have no clue what these people are doing. I'm not sure they know what they're doing. But I guarantee you they will remember this. And now that we've all seen the slide, we will probably remember it too. It's wild. But if your class is like that, there are so many cool things that will come out of that. People will remember it. And the standardized test stuff will take care of itself. They're going to be writing. They're going to be thinking. Because you have to critically think to do that. Take a look at this slide. The arts are universal. Everyone knows what this is. And I'd say everybody has a response to it. If you're like me, if you're a rabid carnivore, you're like, steak. You know, that's exciting. If you're a vegetarian, you might be like, oh, that's terrible. You know, that's okay. But everybody gets a response from that. We all know what it is. It's universal. And we're capable of making a thought and responding to it. Music's a great example of the arts universality, if that's a word. I just invented it. It's a language. It has a system of writing all these things. If you go to any country in the planet, you can go bum, 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 and they're going to either say Beethoven's Fifth or, man, that's passionate. Either way. The arts are innate. That's part of the reason they're universal. You say, man, Foley, you have not seen me draw or sculpt. You haven't heard me sing. Yeah, you may not have honed the craft, but you're capable of doing it. And these are my kids, by the way. They're cute, aren't they? Because it's universal, because it's innate, the arts become a record of who we are, where we've been, and where we're going. Want to know more about your students? Take a look at their iPod. What are they listening to? What are they into? What are they watching? What are they putting in their media diet? You can learn all kinds of things about them. And those reasons are why the arts work. Remember when you were in school and the professor was like, in order for learning to occur, it must be visual, oral, and kinesthetic. And if it's not visual, oral, and kinesthetic, there will be no learning. You know. Well, Wagner had a word for this in the 1800s. He said, Gesamtkunstwerk. I know, bless me, thank you. It's the total artwork, visual, oral, kinesthetic. It's movies and theater and glee, stuff that kids are watching, interested in. It elicits a response from them. I think we should synthesize this model. You have visual, oral, kinesthetic, then you should have a response or a feeling, positive or negative, to what you're seeing. That should be the synthesis of what happens. And then they will learn for sure because they had some sort of feeling about it, some sort of a reaction to it. It is in their soul. They responded internally, Jim. You know, that's what happens. So if you're doing that in your class, they can't help but learn. It's like a horrible trick. You just trick them into learning, and there it is. You can't miss the mark. They will know what to do. What are you competing with? iPod, cell phone, YouTube. What are they doing? They're looking at the Gesamtkunstwerk. They're finding feeling. They're finding a response. Why do they do this? Because, as we learned from a National Geographic February's edition, you know that teenagers aren't really thinking about anything. They're feeling. They go through the life feeling. That's what's happening. So you're trying to get them to think, and they're just like, oh, you know, they feel. So why are you fighting this? They should be diving in. Your students, you should be using this, okay? Your students should be reenacting Appomattox Courthouse, right? Walk into a math class and say, I want a physical sculpture representation, easy for me to say, of the relationship between sine and cosine. Let them tackle it. Your teachers were the smartest, most enlightened, most encouraged, on-fire people on the planet. Maybe you've been beat down a little, you're a little jaded. Hopefully you're getting pumped up again, you know, for the next year. If you can't do it, I don't know who can, you know. All the smart people are here. So... And don't forget that the culinary art is also a fine art, and use it, man. A 7-layer cake representing Platonic dualism, bring that to my class. I will help you learn, okay? That's what we want. So go ahead and use it. Do it. It's exciting. If you need help, you need assistance, you need ideas, look in the network. There's great people here. We've heard from some of them already. I'm in the network. If you want to laugh, I guess. We are blessed to hang out with Clues Memorial Hall and Butler University. We also hang out with the Kennedy Center. They have a S.T.E.A. program that fits perfectly with this. Look for artists in your community that will come in. They're retired. They'll come in and help you and your kids. My name's Nate Foley. Go out and make some STEAM. Thanks.